What's up, GamerFit Nation? It is REDinFamy, and I'm here with Treyarch. Talk about Black Ops 3. What's new in the multiplayer? What can we expect? Because I got a chance to play it, and one cool thing I love is kind of like trailing on the wall to traverse where you need to go.
Yeah, so there's a couple of things going on right here on the show floor that we brought out, right? So what you're talking about is the combat movement system. We like to define the combat movement as a couple of different things. It's not just one thing. So on one hand, you have unlimited sprint. You don't have to take extreme conditioning or other perks to sprint forever. That's the basis of the system.
Can I just hold the button down one time and they just sprint?
Yeah, if you click it, and you'll go. You don't have to hold it down, right?
DualShock gets beat up. Like, it gets beat up a lot.
So beyond that, though, it's a lot more. It's side strafe and the mantle, backward mantle, forward mantle. It's about thrust jump.
Cool.
It's also about power slide, the wall running you're talking about, and swimming.
Now, something new with multiplayer, I guess, specialists. That's a new class.
Yes.
Can you talk more on the specialist class?
Yeah, thank you. So at this show here at E3, we revealed 2 new specialists, Nomad and Prophet, but more macro than that. So what are specialists? Now, specialists have 2 really main things to talk about. On one hand, they are characters. They have names, they have voices, they have personalities, they have backstories, and then they have weapons and abilities which reinforce their play styles. So, for example, I'll just use one. There's a character called Ruin. He's like the rusher guy, right? So he has gravity spikes, which you slam into the ground, which create a devastating area of effect where he slams. Or he's got his cybernetic leg enhancements called Overdrive, and he bursts at massive speeds. And these are brief moments of power that a player gets in the combat loop. So I love it because everybody can participate in this system. It's not like trying to earn a very expensive high-end score streak. It's not a reward system.
Okay.
You pick the character, so you're playing, your meter's filling up, and then at some point it'll get to the top, then you have that ability, you activate the special weapon or the special ability, you get a brief moment of time to use it, and it does some very cool things for the game, right? And we'll be doing the 3 more specialists before the year's over and before the game comes out.
Okay, cool, because under the umbrella of Activision, you got the newcomer Destiny. All right, so were y'all inspired to kind of have those type of different characters for different classes so players can kind of live it? Because pretty much in Destiny, you live the warlock, you live the hunter. It's kind of like a gang almost that you're a part of. Was that kind of inspiration from fellow devs?
Yeah, so we take inspiration and influence from all sorts of places, right?
Okay.
So lots of, I mean, we're gamers, so we're always playing games. So there's one thing. The major motivation for us, for the specialist and the character styling, their names, their voices, their personality, you know where this came from is Call of Duty Black Ops 3 is an online game. Yeah. So you can play the co-op with 4 players. The thing that's interesting and where the specialist came from is here's a chance when you have an online game to really weave a narrative thread between the games, right? Multiplayer doesn't have to live in its isolated bubble separately from the campaign. So our motivation for it really came from this idea that, like, how, you know, what would the universe be like?
Certain players, they go with multiplayer and they don't even touch the single player, and they don't even get involved or attached to the story. So was that another inspiration towards it?
It's a very reasonable assumption that, you know, that people only play this part of it or only play that part of it. And I wouldn't say that it's not true. I'm sure there's people who never play campaign or never play multiplayer. But we, in fact, know that there's a large percentage of people, the majority of the people, actually play multiple parts of the mode.
So, anything else you want to tell us about Black Ops 3? We know it's coming in November, right?
Yeah, so Black Ops 3 will be released on November 6th of this year for Xbox One, PlayStation 4, and PC.
And PlayStation 4 first, right? When it comes to the maps and everything like that, the exclusive map.
I'm just a game designer. Those business guys will deal with those questions.
We're not going to talk about that. But great, awesome. So anything else?
Yeah, thank you very much. Peace.
Peace.